will be very, it'll give you the proof of where their heads are at, I think. So you'll probably have to come back to us on that one as we are just getting underway now.
Well, looks like we are eventually going to get into this game. Apologies for the delay, but it is going to be WANI against Tigers Esports. And it will be WANI shooting from left to right in the Arsenal away kit. And in the alternative from right to left will, of course, be Tigers Esports.
Yeah, so just 2 minutes gone here as the ball gets put out already. Very interesting to start this game, because at the end of the day, you feel they've got to start on the front foot.
Yeah, and we've seen some good attacking ability from themselves in the previous game, but in the game against QDS, they just struggled to put the ball in the net. But since then, they have been able to do so. I think it was 3-3 at one point in their previous game, sticking away every single chance they created. So two very contrasting games, but can they get things going here against Tigers Esports, who are, as said, currently top of their group with 6 points, winning their 2 previous games. It's a tall order. A really tall order, but they have had the most of possession here, have WANI, and that's going to be a ball into Aubameyang. Big chance straight away, and that's going to be Czech sticking it to his left-hand side. Good save. Yeah, we said they needed a strong start here. They've got a free kick on the edge of the area. The referee bringing it back because of an earlier infringement. You feel the chance had already come and gone, but the referee disagreed, and it's a big chance here, Chris. Now he's going to be taking this seemingly sending it over towards the computer, so it's going to be a pass off to Iwobi. Back healing towards Aubameyang, not going to quite work out. Is he able to retrieve it? Not quite. Led by Aubameyang on the side of things of Tigers Esports, who will survive that early flurry coming out of WANI. Good attacking player by them, and it's a good start. It's what they need when they really do need a win under their belts here. A solid start and a goal would be even better.
It is a solid start, but remember in their first game they had a solid start against QDS and they missed early opportunities and of course were made to pay. If you were watching right from the start of the stream, you'll remember they went down 4-0 and down to 10 men as well for the remaining 15 minutes there, so they need to capitalise while they are on top. Looking at this game so far, Tiger Esports have barely had a kick, Chris.
Yeah, it's been really tough for them to get a hold of the ball, and I think that's testament to Faden on the side of WANI. He's been fantastic in possession, and he really doesn't let the ball go very often. It really does come down to Rio to put the chances away for the most part. He makes some fantastic runs, and he has been the one that really has been converting them for WANI. But here we got Faden on the ball, in control of Aubameyang here as WANI once again get an attack underway. Aubameyang, edge of the box it is, going to lie at Iwobi's feet somewhat fortunately. Aubameyang at the front post, and Czech will just about get to Maitland Niles with the karate kick to try and get it away out of his hands. But either way, they do survive once again here, Tigers Esports, currently on the back foot.
Nervy moments there as the ball whisked across the face. Petr Cech making no mistake in the end. As you said, Maitland Niles almost hashing that clearance. You've been mentioning Faden as well, just 16 years of age, the young man from Indonesia. And, well, he's been a breath of fresh air, hasn't he?
He has. He's been really, really strong in this team. It's been a case of just possession, and he's really good at these little dribbles in and around the box. That time round can't get a hold of the ball though, and this will be an opportunity now for Tigers Esports to break away. Aubameyang down this left-hand side has pace to burn as well. And Keita is moving into the box, but choosing to hold this one up, waiting for teammates to get in a good position. Drilled across. Is it going to land at the feet of an attacker? Not quite. It gets pulled away just in time. Tigers with the first opportunity of their game, nearly converting it there, Adam.
Yeah, the whole of the PES League held their breath there as a big chance, but it's another chance on the counter-attack, this time for WANI. Good defending in the end, but certainly Tiger Esports have had absolutely nothing in an attacking foray really so far in the opening 20 minutes or so, but they really came to life there and probably should have been in front.
Yeah, it looked that way. It looked as if Iwobi was just going to bury that one. They do survive though, WANI, for all their possession, for all their pressure. They are yet to find a lead, but this is good football, good play by them. Aubameyang at the back post, he's going to be allowed a touch, and Czech will come screaming out of his box and will collect that one. Good work by him.
It just feels a little bit like Groundhog Day compared to that first game when WANI had so much early territory and again haven't been able to make it pay. 31 minutes gone, but they do have another chance. Cleared away.
Not going to quite happen. Lacazette not able to pick up the pieces, but eventually falls to well. They can't quite squeeze it through to Mkhitaryan. And once again, Tigers Esports will survive, and they really have been under the cosh in the first 33 minutes with one good attack of their own, though. We know how dangerous they can be, and it won't take many chances for them to take a lead, you feel?
No, it certainly won't. And remember, guys at home, they are on 6 points as well already, so 1 point is more than enough to see them qualify and qualify top of the group as well. So it's plain sailing so far for Tiger Tigers Esports, of course, 124 points they managed to accumulate in their qualification for the World Finals. Played 45, won 41, 3 defeats along the way there, and a pretty impressive goal difference of 132, Chris.
It's quite casual, isn't it?
Of course, slightly more than the goals that you managed to accumulate against me.
Just slightly
today.
more, just slightly more, by 132. I think it was.
Oh dear, 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, I tell you what, he's given that away. It is going to be Aubameyang for Tigers Esports trying to get in here, not going to quite happen. But still, the pressure's on. A little bit of a sloppy mistake there. I think it was Medley who gave it away, and that is actually going to be offside. So, good work in the end by Wanhee, but giving the ball away, you can't be doing that against quality of teams like Tiger. Either way, they do survive.
Yeah, we mentioned before the game, you know, what a hard task it was to follow the game previously, that 3-2 incredible game. This is still intriguing though, but in a different way. The caginess of it, as the chance comes in, Chris, it's interesting to watch because it's all about the tactics of this one, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, neither team, you know, really giving too much away at this point. We have seen a couple of good attacks by both teams, but it mostly has been Wanhee, and for me, it's coming through their creativity. We're seeing a lot of good hold-up play by Faden. And then we're seeing some great runs by Rio, which is really creating a lot for them. Another offside in the favour of Wanhee in the end. They will get the ball back. And past 5 minutes or so, we have seen Tigers come back into it a little bit.
We certainly have, as the ball's cleared up towards the halfway line. And then Katie now picks it up on that right-hand side. One back, though, as time is running out here at the end of the first half. You feel a goal now, Chris, would really be quite important because it has been such a tight affair. It's
been very, very tight. Neither team able to break the deadlock so far. Free kick given away though, and it will be one for Wanhee to try and take advantage of. Torreira looking to whip this one in. No manual passes from the computer this time round. 3 members of Wanhee awaiting in the box. Welbeck, Aubameyang, both there but easily cleared away. Okay, there's actually going to get there, so potential counter-attacking opportunity here for Tigers. Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang in front of him. It is 3v4. Mkhitaryan now plays it into the path of Aubameyang, but Shelny is there to clean it up nice and easily. Maybe one more opportunity. Aubameyang, he's all alone and he's also offside. By an absolute mile, actually.
Yeah, it was an absolute mile, but still heart in the mouth moments there. And something that I noticed there on the counter-attack, how Alan Alves again picking up the ball as the end of the first half happens right in front of our eyes. But Alan Alves, certainly in qualification and so far in this game, he's picking the ball up very deep and he's driving and taking the whole team with him. It's something they've utilised very, very well, and it almost paid dividends there. But of course, as we mentioned, the offside flag rightly given at the end of it.
Well, there you go. Half-time it is 0 apiece between these two. And as said, Tigers Esports with 6 points are pretty much safe at this point as well, whereas Wanhee are the ones that really do need that win. Tigers, though, will want to make sure of their first seed, so they will not be giving anything unnecessarily away here. But if anything, you know, if we would talk about the game itself, you know, Wanhee really probably have been the better team here so far.
They have been the better team, but I think they've needed to be the better team. I don't think... We said beforehand, how will Tigers approach this game? You know, would they take their foot off the gas because they're almost home and hosed? But, well, that's exactly what's happened. They have been very reserved, happy to play on the counter-attack, and you kind of feel the longer the game goes on without a goal, it's playing more and more into their hands, and you could see them taking one of these chances.
Well, here we go. They are going to have a chance straight off the ribbon, and it is Nketiah in, and straight away, the first clear-cut one finds itself in the back of the net. Tigers Esports take the lead, and it's an absolutely clinical move by them. A fantastic pass by Aubameyang, and a 1-versus-1 there. You're never going to miss it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Tigers Esports 1-0.
Yeah, I hate to say it, guys, if you're a fan of WANI, because it feels a bit like a curse of the commentator there. I said it seemed like this was more and more likely going to happen in the second half. Well, it only took a mere 2 minutes into the second half, and quite frankly, Wanhee just didn't come out of the traps. I don't know what happened at half-time, but one simple pass from Aubameyang, and Katie is onside, sends the keeper the wrong way, gives him the eyes, and it's just far too easy, really, on the counter-attack again.
And it comes down to, you know, we talk about that creative movement you have in a 3v3 scenario. We see the fantastic run in the end there coming out of Mito Badala, it is. A fantastic run with Nketiah, and that's ultimately what creates the space. But Here we go. It is going to be Wanhee on the attack, trying to get this one back. Warby in the middle, somehow keeps a hold of it. Out to Mkhitaryan. Can they answer back straight away? A sloppy ball, and they will give that one away.
Yeah, indeed. It was sloppy in possession again there, and you just feel that the game's going to continue in this pattern unless they can grab a goal, Wanhee, which they are capable of doing. It's a great ball across, but if they don't get that goal, you could see a sucker punch of a second on the counter again. The problem is that they now have to start piling more resources forward, leaving you a little bit longing at the back, if you like. Socrates will get this one away from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang there. Let's pile forward. Aubameyang looking for this one. Not going to be able to quite get there, but does force it to go back to Leno. And of course, we wax lyrical about Iligas All-Stars in as well so far today. I believe, if I'm correct in this, that actually Tigers Esports were actually considered the better of the two teams last year in the first ever co-ops, actually beating them along the way, and so there are no slouches at all. And another chance here to whip the ball in.
It's going to be whipped in. Aubameyang is there! It's a fantastic leaping header, and they will tie this one at Wanhee. It's been coming, let's be honest. The chances really have been mostly theirs, and they eventually do take one and make a game of this.
Well, now we're going to see what Wanhee are made of, because so far we've seen very little in terms of creating those match-winning chances and those goal-scoring chances. They've had loads of possession, bucket loads in the final third, but they've not really converted that into chances, and they finally managed to get that chance inside the 6-yard box. And Aubameyang, as he's done so many times so far today, he makes absolutely no mistake. A stunning header from the Arsenal man.
And that's why we see so many people pick Arsenal. He has the pace, he has the finishing, and he also has that heading ability. He's a tall kid, and he gets above the defender there and puts that one away. One apiece now.
A tall kid, something that Harry has never been told.
Oof.
That
is tough. That is truly unfortunate.
Of course, how important is this now, Chris? And we see this as well. Straight away after goals are scored or conceded for the respective teams, they go to their formational tweaks, changes, personnel changes. It's a massive part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you're Wanhee, this isn't good enough though. They still need goals here. They can't afford to just draw this. They want to put themselves in the best position possible. If you're Tigers Esports, though, a draw does you just fine. You will still finish top of your group, so they will not be too phased by this. But here we go, straight on the attack. Our Tigers back to the back post towards Aubameyang. Welbeck was lingering. Leno just about gets in the way and will send this out wide to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Awarby now. That's in Keita now, and he's actually got away from his defender there. Kolasinac committing to the challenge. Lacazette now. It's back to Keita. Looking for the pass to Welbeck on the right-hand side. Can't quite find it. Kolasinac is there this time round. Wanhee on the attack once again.
We're going to see exactly what Wanhee are made of now. They've managed to salvage a lifeline and get back to 1-1. A great goal, as we described in commentary, but now is the time. They need to take this to the next level, because so far, outside of that one chance, Tigers Esports have looked very, very comfortable. But you feel, Chris, it's there for the taking for Wanhee, because there's no urgency from the way Tigers Esports are playing.
Yeah, Wanhee definitely seem to have it in their locker. We know that, but it's just been a case of that last pass or that final touch to put it in the back of the net is what's seemingly lacking from Wanhee right now in this game. They didn't struggle with that in game 2 and really need to tap into what they had there. Let's see if they can do that now. It's a good ball in towards Aubameyang there again, and you just feel as if maybe you should be going for a shot there.
Well, real hearts in the mouth moment again there, because it looked like from half the stadium that the referee might have pointed to the spot as well, as bodies were flying around the deck there, but it's gone out of play for a corner, and it's whipped in towards the near post, standing goalwards. Wide of the target.
Just about wide, but it will be another corner. Which way does he choose to go with this one? Can Wanhee find a lead? This corner to be whipped in. Looks like it's gone short towards Welbeck, looking for the flick on. Medley will be there. And will clear it away. A potential counter-attacking opportunity here. Can Aubameyang get it up his feet? Yes, he can. Awarby is there. Is Koscielny going to get there, though? Yes, he is. Wanhee survive the counter-attack. Tigers Esports living dangerously here, Adam.
Yeah, they are, but I feel if I was a fan of WANI, I'd be wanting to see them just press that little bit higher, because every time Tigers Esports get the ball, they're very lackadaisical in possession, quite happy just to tap the ball around, and if they can win it higher up, they'll give themselves a much greater chance of creating inroads in that final third. And then, of course, we know, as they've already shown, they can get that ball into the back of the net. So hopefully for them, they can still do it. But like I said, I think they need to press a little bit higher.
Maitland-Niles now to Aubameyang. Hector Bellerin momentarily out of position. Maitland-Niles just about gets there, but will eventually find himself winning a throw. So WANI in enemy territory, so to speak, but the pause does come through. And for you, I mean, what do you think the difference is here? What are WANI needing to do in that final moment? Do you think it's an extra pass? Do you think it's maybe just not, are they snatching at opportunities for you? Theorising around what they could do better.
I mean, for me, watching it, from, being an onlooker, it looks like the way Tigers Esports are set up, it's a very slow-paced game, and I don't think it's helping WANI, because I think they need to be a bit quicker in that transition in the final third, quick interchanging in and around the edge of the area, and I think they'll open Tigers Esports up. I think they can be a bit more creative, but because Tigers Esports are so, whenever they get possession, they slow everything down. It's almost bringing WANI down to their level at this moment in time.
See if they can get anything going. Clearly, tactical changes coming in.
Even this itself, it to me is just a way of, slowing things down. Because look, it's not
tactical pauses.
Exactly, and as much as you can say that's great or not, it's part of the game. It is game management, and you saw there, WANI were itching to get going, and quite frankly, all the momentum from that looks like it might have ebbed away. And on the counter attack, here they go.
They give it away straight away. Tigers Esports now. An opportunity to put a nail in the coffin, so to speak. Aubameyang out on the right does have options inside. It ricochets off a couple of players. Will they just about get it away, WANI?
I'm sort of dancing around like I've got ants in my pants with that last attack. It could go anywhere. Oh, that's a naughty challenge.
It's very naughty. Alan Alves going in there and just taking no prisoners against Lacazette there, and will take the yellow card.
Some more gamesmanship there.
I'd never do that to you, Adam.
You wouldn't get the opportunity, unfortunately, because I would have all of the ball. So 15 minutes remaining, and another chance here to whip it into the danger area, headed away. And you feel they need to create something in the next 5 minutes, otherwise we talk about game management. We know that Tigers Esports will be then, as they are now, pretty much 10 minutes away from topping the group with this point.
Aubameyang now out to Iwobi, potential counter-attacking opportunity here. Mkhitaryan dinks it forward towards Aubameyang, just about going to get there, looking for a corner if anything, but this will be cleared away. One thing I will say from WANI's point of view, if they do advance, their defence has been stout, to be honest with you. I think, they've looked fairly convincing. They haven't really given too much away. They only really concede from kickoff at the beginning of the
They've certainly rectified. They've certainly rectified what they did in that first game, for sure.
Just a shame that first game really seems to be what's potentially going to cost them a place here. That ball in by Lacazette isn't too bad though. Aubameyang down to Maitland-Niles, and WANI will take the lead here against Tigers Esports. Yet to lose a game, but they're behind now, Adam.
Curse of the commentator. You said it looks like that first game might just cost them a place in the knockout stages, and then up pops Maitland-Niles, a stunning ball across, and he just flicked it in, and it's well and truly game on for WANI in terms of their season in the World Finals, because currently right now they are sitting on 6 points and heading, it looks like, into the knockout stages.
And it's a great goal, we've talked about Aubameyang so much, but this is what he offers. Even if he's not in the attacking position to be burying that himself, he's putting it in the danger area. Such a dangerous player himself, and WANI find themselves in, you'd argue, a deserved lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just watching that then, and we talk about the stat balancing, and we talk about certain players that are utilised time and time again, and quite really, it was a perfect example. We had Aubameyang and Maitland-Niles, two players that are very heavily used in the PES World Finals here today, and it proved why, because it worked absolutely brilliant in that attack, and now we're going to see potentially game management from WANI. So hopefully for them, they'll be able to see this game out and claim all 3 points.
Let's see. Still plenty of game time remaining, and if you're Tigers Esports now, find yourself in a rough little spot.
Well, it's really, really difficult if you're, they had the mentality when they started the game that they were just going to take the game very casually. They knew that a point was enough, and once you start playing in that fashion, it's very difficult if the game doesn't quite pan out that way to then flip it on its head and get that momentum back. And we see it time and time again across all sorts of esports and other sports as well, that once you get into that mindset, it's almost impossible to get out of it, and it has proved a problem again here.
Well, this will put Wanhee through if it stays this way. As far as I'm aware, you know, I'm going to actually leave it to Paul to confirm that. I'll finish Paul to that, but it looks like goal difference is what could be putting them through right now.
It looks like Wanhee could be second on goal difference, which is, you know, some achievement, but of course we still have 5 minutes remaining, and a goal here for Tigers Esports could completely ruin that.
That's not far away. That's not far. Your headset's off, Adam.
I just lost my headset because that for me was a heart in the mouth moment, because they were a hair's breadth away from being knocked out of the competition, really, and somehow it's gone wide of the target, and by the skin of their teeth they might still just qualify.
Oh my word.
The magic of the PES League. I always lose a headset at some point during the day. Nearly ripped my head from my shoulders there.
We'd rather do it earlier than 75.
Wow. What a chance that was. And Tigers Esports, well, equally, again, if maths serves me correctly, they will go out because of, depending on, well, we're waiting on what happens with QDS. Let's let them do it in the studio. They can tell us, because let's just enjoy the action. 2 minutes remaining. Chris, take us.
In this corner, looking like it's going to be whipped in, but some time wasting, you feel, maybe from Wanhee's side of things.
Yeah, that game management again, this time on the other foot, and now Tigers Esports have to grin and bear it.
Maitland-Niles now for Wanhee, trying to get things going, trying to just keep a hold of the ball. Hector Bellerin wins it, but there will be a throw-in into the 90th minute. We go. Maitland-Niles just wasting this one down here for Wanhee. They don't need to rush anything here.
Would you class this as cynical, or would you class this as game management?
Game management. It's absolutely game management, Adam. Mkhitaryan, though, can they get it away? Can they have one more stab at it here? Tigers Esports. Seemingly no. 5 minutes remaining, though. Yeah, plenty of extra time. That ball will be booted forward by Wanhee, but there will be an opportunity for Tigers Esports. Where have they succeeded with this ball? Not really in too many places. It will be pinged out to the left-hand side. It will be Will when that Kolasinac. Can he get it out his feet? Welbeck wins it, and it's pinged forward once again.
Anywhere will do.
Will there be enough time to get this one forward? Check. Sends it forward. Mkhitaryan. Oh, Aubameyang's onside. Send the ball through.
Offside.
And he's offside.
Nah. He took too long to play the ball, and it is marginal, but margins count huge at this stage in the competition. And it has finished here, Chris, and it's finished in favour of the trio from Indonesia. And right when you thought they were heading home, packing their bags, lifeline for them, and they are well and truly in the knockouts.
And what a turn up for the books that one. It's Tiger Esports